A supreme disaster for Joe Biden, taking shots from President Trump over whether he would add progressive justices to the bench as president. But Trump seems to have the votes to get his nominee through. Amy Coney Barrett, of course, is the person we're talking about. So who's playing politics and who's following the Constitution? Vice President for the Institute for Constitutional Government, John Malcolm, joins me live. John, is Biden's refusal to answer the court-packing question proof positive that that is the Democrats' plan if they get power?
Oh, I think it's highly likely that if they get power that they will. And I think it's highly likely that they'll do that even if Amy Coney Barrett, for some reason, is not confirmed. So the number of justices on the Supreme Court is not set in the Constitution. The number has varied over time, although it's been 9 for a long time and has appeared to work pretty well. The number is set by statute. And the Democrats have already said that if they keep the House and they win the Senate and they win the presidency, the odds are very, very high that they are going to eliminate the legislative filibuster in the same way that the nominations filibuster has been done away with. And if they do, they'll pass legislation that will pack the court. It'll increase the number of justices by 2, 4, whatever number they set, and probably also pack the lower courts, too.
Another key moment was the Roe v. Wade part of this debate. And something that stood out to me, besides them calling it a ballot, which made no sense because obviously it is a case in controversy, is the fact that there does not appear to be a case in controversy before the court. What was your take on President Trump's response to that question?
Well, Roe versus Wade has been an issue practically since the day it was issued by the court in 1973, and the Democrats always use that as in sort of a fear-mongering way. We're going to turn the clock back on women's rights. There are no pending cases that I'm aware of involving a challenge to Roe versus Wade. There's only been one Supreme Court Justice, Clarence Thomas, who has outright called for Roe versus Wade to be overturned. But of course, I have no crystal ball, and you never know exactly what kinds of cases might come before the court in the future, or how a Justice Amy Coney Barrett or the others would rule. Amy Coney Barrett has said that she's a lot like Antonin Scalia. Right. Justice Scalia, when he was alive, said, look, I've been praised as being a pro-life justice, but I have to tell you, if I thought, although I am pro-life personally, if I thought there was a right to an abortion in the Constitution, as a judge, I would uphold it. And I assume Amy Coney Barrett will also follow the law.
Yeah, what stood out to me about that, it did appear President Trump was definitely prepped on that specific response that, hey, there's no case or controversy before the court. They can't rule on something if there's no case or controversy, but we will see.
That's
John
true.
Malcolm, we appreciate your time this morning. Thanks so much.